Nathan, congratulations. Roller coaster of a night, 10 weeks in, but it's worth the ride. A winner in the Premier League. Just sum up your emotions for us.
Yeah, unbelievable. You know, if there was one night out of 16 weeks that I could pick, of course, it would have been this week. And, you know, I put a post on social media today about the walk-on from last year, and as soon as I was watching it back, everything went cold in my body. I was like, oh my God, I've got to do that again tonight. You know what I mean? And what a reception I've had, and the support all night. And, you know, that was, I often say that wins for me. That's wins for my family. That win was for them 10,000 fans out there tonight. The support they've gave me throughout my ups, my downs, my struggles, that was for them. And they've come out in the thousands tonight to support me. And yeah, amazing win.
You've done so much in your career. You've won in Vegas, the match play, the UK Open. Where does this rank? I know it's only a Premier League win, but this must be high.
Yeah, it was up there, definitely up there. You know, I said it last week. You know, the European Tour that I won last week was right up there. But again, this is, you know, I'm not going to say it's better than the match play because it wasn't. You know, the match play bought my house. You know what I mean? This will pay for my night out tonight. But but nah, you know, jokes aside, it was a big win for me. You know, all I've wanted to do. One of my things on my bucket list was to win in Manchester. Whether it's the Premier League, whether it's a tournament that was in Manchester, just win in front of my home fans. And I did it in Blackpool, I've done it in Manchester. I'm so proud of myself that these last 3 weeks I've gone back to Nathan. I've gone back to the old Nathan. I'm smiling, I'm happy, I'm enjoying myself. Yeah, my arm is absolutely buggered, but we keep smiling, we keep playing, and we keep winning. And you know, anyone out there that is, you know, is struggling or is fed up, just keep going, because I was fed up 6 months ago, and I've won a Euro Tour, a Premier League in the last 2 weeks, and now I'm all smiles.
I remember speaking to you in Belfast, and you were frustrated with the press that you were getting for being picked. People saying that you and Gezzy shouldn't have been in. We're 10 weeks in, you're in the fourth, you've won a night, you've won a Euro Tour. Is this, inside, is this a nice feeling just to stick two fingers up at everyone?
Yeah, I think Gezzy did an interview, and I think it was at the Masters maybe, about, you know, me and him should have been included, and he was like, but we put bums on seats. We bring something to the darts, and they know we've got the passion. You know what I mean? We don't give up. You know what I mean? We have the passion, we have the will to win, and you know, I think we proved it this year. You know, I think if you ask any people who you want to watch, apart from Littler, I genuinely believe it'll be me and Gezzy. I really do. And you know, we both proved why we're in the Premier League. The PDC know why they put us in the Premier League, because they know we can perform at the most pressured situations. They know we've got the minerals to do it, and there's a lot of players out there that are fantastic dart players, but you know, sometimes they can't do it. And you know, I think me and Gezzy are very good pals, and we've spoke a lot about this, and we've made a pact this year to prove our worth, and I think so far we're doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A year ago, you said to me you were the chap from Stockport. You know, the guy who never knows when he's done. Be some record, well, it was some sort of achievement, if considering what you're going through, that you go on to defy all that and that street fighter element in you. And I can see it in you now. There's something fires you up. You like hearing that. It drives you on, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love being writ off. You know, even I do it every single week. My mate Diddy, he was in the hotel before we came down, and went, just check the bookies, see what the odds are tonight. And Rob Cross was favourite. I beat him last 7 times I played him. Rob Cross was favourite. It grates on me, but it also gives me a lot of, I'm gonna lose the bookies some money tonight. That's kind of how I feel. I love, you know, back in the day when people say you'll never amount to anything, I just love people. I've said it so many times without being boring. I've said it because I've had so much hate towards me in my life. That's why I come on social media now, because it was getting too bad. But no, I'm just happy. You know what I mean? I love my life. I love my family. I love my Kirsty. I love my girls. I love the support. My small network around me is amazing. They all want me to do well, and I'm doing it for them, and I'm doing it for myself.
Thank you.